Hello everyone, welcome to Ultimate Diecast. My name is Tyrone, and what do I need as an excuse to do an emergency vehicle video? I need one car, because that's all I found. Well, I found 6. These very old Majorette 3-packs. Never knew they existed. And then these made themselves available, or the seller made them available. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I won't show you the other one just yet because the star of the show, in my humble opinion, is in it, and I want to tease you. These don't really have the copyright. This seems to be declaring that these cars conform to a law that was passed in '83. So I would guess they're sort of late 80s. That's just a guess because it doesn't have any copyright where you would normally find it on, say, Matchbox. And this, the bottom one is open. Maybe it has been opened in the past, but not by me. Should we do it now? Why not? Oh, it just pops right out. Maybe they're all like that, but let's see if they're in mint or not. They certainly appear to be. Pointing the wrong way because I'm used to handling Matchbox. Made in France. That's what you want to see on Majorette, isn't it? Multi-bene. Don't know. Check it out. Just go all the way down. Indeed it does. Lovely blue. And those very Majorette wheels. Black dumpster. It unclips. We won't do that today. I'm sure you've seen a bin unclip from a truck. A little bit of age on the diecast part, interestingly. Maybe a bit of age wear. But the truck itself, wow. That's nice. Multi-bene. As I screw up the pronunciation just one more time. These are all sort of construction-y, utilitarian vehicles, aren't they? So obviously good to see them in a set. The excavator. Palais mécanique. Don't know what that mechanical something up there. Don't speak French. I tried to learn French once and failed miserably. As it got harder and harder, I just ran out of patience. Or my teacher ran out of patience. I did go to some kind of night school twice. 2 different teachers over 2 different years. They do night school just the same as anywhere in high schools and that. After hours you can go along and expand your knowledge. And I chose French a couple of years running. 2 different high schools. Not that the first one kicked me out or anything, but it's nice to have a variety of teacher. Maybe one can get through to you when the other could not. Turns out nobody could. I did learn quite a bit, but I just don't practice it at all. So I'm sure if I was forced to remember, I could communicate slightly. Who knows? Looks like a lot happens on this, but it just seems to be that. Oh, that stays up. No rubbish in the back. It's a lovely green. Gee, they go together. It's a medley of very vibrant colours. Different wheels, but so Majorette, aren't they? Now the one I was teasing you about is this police car. It's a Renault Alpine, and this is the first time I've ever seen one available in Australia locally. It's bizarre. You see these now and again, but the police car, no. And I'm about to flood the table with police cars and ambulances and fire engines and all sorts of things from Majorette, but bear with me while we destroy some more packaging. Same year as the first one, so no need to linger on backs of cards. The Audi 90 in a strange yellow, almost a mustardy yellow, isn't it? and Majorette are famous for their perfect doors. This one's got a bit of a, I wouldn't call that a chip, maybe that's just a defect. I don't think these have been off the card. I think the cards have just aged. Oh, suspension. Suspension to die for. And I'll put this one aside because it's a bit strange to me, but we'll investigate momentarily. What is this here? Renault 25 in a very 80s colour, but not what you'd paint your car with. As I open the passenger's door to get behind the wheel. That's how we roll on this side of the planet. It's brand new but very old. Now, star of the show. Look at that! It's a variation, because I'm used to Step Forward You. This is what I'm used to, but I must have that on the bubble, but I've failed to bring it out. Anyway, on with the show. This is what I'm used to, but that in white, not UV damaged. The mirror's sort of chromed over, and that police sticker with those wheels. And now we have a Grand Terrier, Tampo police on the side, different wheels. What wheels did they use? None of the above by the look of it. See? That is so familiar to me. So familiar. And here we have a variant. I did have the Tampoed one, but that's a different Tampo. Everything's different. The mirrors are black. The glass is clear, which is new. New, he says, from the 80s. And there is the white version. Apart from this one now, all of these were given to me by Jeroen at Chasing Diecast Cars, because he lives in Belgium. And though they are still expensive to get hold of over there, this is mint. Maybe when this came, I ripped it straight out of the bubble they came in. Because this is, maybe not. No. €5. Jeroen leaves his prices on. Actually, I'll leave that on for reference. Now, normally, I would imagine if I saw something this pristine in Australia, $40 or $50 easily, not €5. €5, what's that, about $8 or $9 maybe at a guess. It's been a long time since I've had to need that exchange rate, but these just flooded onto my table months and months ago now. Even this, I wonder if we can get that in shot. I'll have to step back a bit, folks. I'm yet to even open this. I had something very similar, if not this same set, as a kid, and I'm yet to even venture to open it. It is an open box, but once you get started on these things, it's like rabbit hole. It's like you'll lose days. So even though it's been here for months, I haven't tackled it. It will happen, I promise. Let's flood the table. Things that will never be released into fresh air are these two. Most of what you see today have been gifts from Jeroen. Very generous man. There was another one of these too. Maybe I got it off the... I don't know. It's all a bit of a blur. Because I just stumbled across these. These don't fit in the drawers behind me. So I put them in boxes and put them up top. Whereas a lot of the stuff he sent me was loose, like this police van, and this police van, and this police van, and these two police vans. I got very spoiled. See, you got to be ready for anything. What if a riot broke out? So we'll put this fleet. Looks like these guys have seen some action already. Certainly a few rocks and things have been hurled at that police van. I know the French are famous at digging up their streets and throwing them at police vehicles when they get upset about things, because the inner city streets, at least, are paved with very heavy cobblestones. The ambo in so many varieties, and I think some of these were even from Gerellen's personal collection from his youth, I believe. So nice to be given those. Oh, they're everywhere. They're totally everywhere, man. Check it out. In various states of service or action I've seen. Amazing. Even the latest and greatest gendarmerie, which is like Australia's federal police, I suppose, or America's state trooper, at a guess. And variants of it. So many cop cars. That's the colour car I remember seeing on the open motorways in France. Polizei over the border. Of course you want a fast car on the Autobahn. Police Nationale, same sort of thing. Although I think some of these might be other European countries. I have been told, but you know me, maybe that's Belgian police. Maybe it's Dutch. I know I've been told, but memory like a sieve. And some really modern stuff. The Mustang, this was Dubai Police. See the logo on the bonnet. And as always, Majorette do a fantastic job of the opening parts. No clunk closed on that one though. The fire department, actually a rescue unit in the Range Rover. And something a little more modern, Volkswagen. So the Amarok, yes, see. French fire service. I don't remember that having an opening part. And heavy duty, I'm guessing German, but you'll get used to my wild guesses because that's all they are. And ambulance, that's a lovely one. Got a white one too, different model, but same sort of thing. Majorette does a fantastic tow hook. What's in the back? I don't think I've ever checked that out. Oh, they're just seats. Oh, so I wonder if that came out as a police van. That would be a better police van. Yeah, this is an ancient Majorette. You see what they did from way back with the tow hitch. Just stop the caravan or whatever you're towing, popping off that tow ball. And what else? Got another variant, courtesy of Jerome, and yet another. That's the Cactus, isn't it? Randomly we get the civilian version of the Cactus in Australia. Not many of them, you don't see them too much. But if you want to go funky in Australia, you get something like this, minus the lights and the authority. And, oh, a old fire engine. Imagine everything on this table, I believe. I have to check now. Maybe not. I was about to say everything on this. Oh, this is a Norrev. That's why it's so different. Where is that made? Don't know. Can't see. Well, we'll put that to one side to make my point, and I'll evict this one. Yeah, Thailand, get off. And I think that one as well. Now a purge happens. Oh no, there's so many. I was about to say everything on this table was made in France. We have to have a purge. Call on the police force. Just talk among yourselves. Get rid of those ones. Here we go. That's better. Oh, that's better. Everything on this table was made in France, as it should be. Get off. Get off. And this one, it always makes me smile when Majorette, especially the old Majorette, tried to do an American car. It's funky. It's one of my favourite old Majorette, but it was never really their thing. So, but they put their spin on it. No, I don't want to do that. They put their spin on it. That's an Oldsmobile, isn't it? Yes. Strange. Very strange. Love it. Those two always went together. Great suspension. Just so Majorette. Wow. Sooner or later, I'll get to doing this and I'll bring out all of my Majorette. It'll be fun. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.